11,310 pounds, an impressively well-kept Dutchman Victory Lane with bedroom and living room slides, as well as a 12-foot private enclosed garage. Just coming in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. They just updated and upgraded to a little bit newer, a little bit fancier, more modern, I guess you could say, toy hauler. But if they take care of that one half as good as they took care of this one, you know, that thing's going to be in good hands because this was well kept. Something a lot of more modern toy haulers don't offer is easy full travel access that this Dutchman does. You saw right there, you can get to the bed when it's all slid closed, and when the super slide here in the living room's closed, you can also get right through it. Now, in case you're curious about all the dryer sheets that you're seeing all over the place, that's a critter prevention thing. It basically does the exact same thing as mothballs, but instead of leaving your RV smelling like mothballs, it leaves your RV smelling like bounced dryer sheets, which I would rather sniff spring rain than grandma's closet any day of the week. Now, I haven't hard tape measured it, but using the ultra-scientific arm stretch method, I'm coming up with somewhere between 11.5 to 12 foot of garage space here. And obviously, give our guys a call and we can double check that for you if you have a large toy. Now, that's actually a far bigger garage than toy haulers of this age bracket typically had. This was made during the time where 10 to 11 foot garages were kind of king, before these giant side-by-side razors kind of stretched the toy haulers because you needed bigger haulers for bigger toys. Now, there is a full retractable screen wall back here. You can see the previous owners put down some E-track, which is really sharp stuff. You know, because you can lock down your bikes, your quads, your whatevers, wherevers, whenever you want, however you want, and you're not fighting for tie-down space. You do have a, this is a little bit different. Most toy haulers today have side mount removable ladders. This one actually has a toy hauler, like, gate rear ramp mount. So when the ramp is in the up position, this actually attaches to the rear wall to get you up to the roof. Now, another note, it looks like somebody maybe had something like a washer-dryer hookup in here. You can kind of see a couple water lines running. You can see the remnant of a little PVC pipe kind of popping up here. That was probably the dryer vent. It went down through the floor is my estimation. And we do have TV hookups here as well. Now, if I'm looking over here, it kind of looks like maybe they created their own little laundry station because I can sort of see just the remainder of an outline of maybe where they had attached like a table or something to the wall. And in terms of known issues, you know, anything that's used is going to have a couple little bumps on the wall like that, of course. I mean, that goes without saying. But in terms of known issues, this light and this light don't appear to be working. Everything else appears to be in good working order. Now you can see how they kind of use this as sort of a laundry room back here. And that vent's open, and it's funny, just the air cycling through the garage is causing that fan to spin because those extra large blades catch so much air. Moving up here into the living space, kind of like the rest of the RV, I'm actually very pleased with the general overall care and condition of what I see here. Let me close the door behind me. That way the camera's not fighting the light. Get in here, turn around. Like I said, the seating is not all scarred up. It's not dinged up. I don't see like a lot of interior scuff, scars, cabinet blemishes. I'm generally very impressed with the care and condition of this one. I like the overheads. You kind of have like a dual level overhead storage here. And one of the things I like is they didn't go with like toy hauler cargo netting in your living room. They gave you actual cabinets. Nice touch there. Extra large loft above that rear garage section as well. In case you were curious as to what that little hutch sticking into the garage was, that'd be your little TV entertainment center right here, just in case you were curious. Now, as I back up here, one of the things that is nice is you get to see it's really just got like a normal fifth wheel interior. It doesn't have that toy hauler motocross blowtorch and barbed wire extreme sort of thing going on, you know. You're buying the whole seat, but you only need the edge. You know, it's just a normal feel. I like that countertop extension, too. Now, the panel for this is present. It's just the panel to the water heater is open for winterization purposes currently. The stove and the sinks both have covers, and I also enjoy the fact that we've got some easy reach appliance outlets here in the kitchen, so you don't have to have extension cords just to run a coffee maker. Right by the door, big ol', you know, coat closet, but that is also going to double as a private command center. Your controls for your slide buttons and everything are right in there so that, you know, the little people of the household, if you have some young guests over, or if you have friends with kids that come over, they're not getting their fingers on stuff that they don't need to be pushing. Now this does have a traditional upstairs split bathroom, which was very common for the time at which this was built. This is a 60 by 80 queen. It is not king capable, so keep that in mind. The front closet here, 8 foot wide. Remember, your washer dryer hookup would kind of be retrofitted into the garage. This was made again before features like that were commonly found in the bedroom of a toy hauler. Although we do have that classic bedroom storage with the full length, full depth, extra large dresser with the bonus storage above. Now, a classic split bath, like I said, gives us the kind of the sink and the shower exposed into the bedroom area. But what that also creates is a chunk of floor space here where you can actually stand and get dressed. You don't have to go like down into the living room to get dressed whatsoever. And there is a sliding accordion door right there that can come across to the wall, so that if you do have some guests, they're not necessarily like, they don't have to visibly look at you while you're sleeping and breathing, because that is just some horror movie level creepy stuff right there. And overall, this exterior looks to be pretty well maintained. You can tell that they kept it cleaned and maintained with regularity. And they must have used good like wash and UV inhibitors, because the decals are still very vibrant. They're not washed out and faded. And they might have a couple little spots where maybe they had flaked slightly, but the regular washing had kind of rubbed off the little flaky part so that it didn't sort of like spread and bubble up. So, I mean, overall, it had to have been kept cleaned and conditioned with regularity. You can see they put the slide awning covers on here to help reduce upkeep required, as well as heat absorbed from the sun, because slide awnings can kind of provide the same shaded cooling effect to the top of a slide out as a patio awning does when you're under it. This is generator ready up front, and it does have an enclosed sort of like belly shield, as well as if you look up top there, you can see that MaxxAir vent cover above the bathroom vent, and the bedroom vents actually. They put a couple of those on here so that you can always get some good rainy day airflow. Now, whenever we see triaxles, for some reason, people, they get nervous. I don't know why. I think it's because people get nervous about things they don't understand, and I suppose that's natural. And I suppose if I didn't work in this business, I'd probably be spooked about it too. But the fact is, this thing's going to ride smooth. You know, people hear all the time that a tandem axle trailer will ride better than a single axle. Well, the same's true of a triple. You're distributing more weight. You are eliminating more bounce in transit because that weight is better distributed. You are eliminating stress on tires by distributing that better. You know, it's just a better, smoother riding, handling thing. Now, a big rig like this, like, you know, the thing with the triaxle is it might not jackknife into a parking spot quite as easily. But I don't think you bought a toy hauler with the primary purpose of being able to turn this thing on a dime. You know, it's just one of those necessary evils that goes with it. The spring assist on this ramp door still works well, but one of the reasons I want to get back here is you can see these little silvery jobs right here. These are mounts for the removable ladder to get up to the roof. Interestingly, they actually are placed on the rear ramp door of this RV as opposed to like on a side or something like they are in a lot of toy haulers. Now, reason this is pulled up the shop is twofold. One, we wanted to go through and, you know, check all the appliances, make sure they're in good working order. But secondly, when the previous owners turned it in, it had a Trailair Equiflex pin box on it, and they wanted to keep that. So we pulled it up here and had to swap pin boxes. So normally I'd have the ramp door down, but I wasn't too worried about it considering we had already been in the garage and looked around. Now, the one thing I'm not sure about, I think there's been some front end work done on here, but I'm not too worried about it because it looks like it was actually done. Because if you notice, there's a vertical seam right here. That's a very weird spot to have a seam. And if you also notice, this fiberglass is white. This has been sun faded to a slight degree. I don't really know what or why. And in a sense, I don't really care because it's been done, because it was repaired. And inside, obviously, there were no problems there. So it looks to me like maybe just some surface work might have been done. I'm not entirely sure. And that's one of those things. There's no Carfax for campers. I have to play CSI for campers. Whatever they did, though, they did it well. They even, you know, replaced decals and everything. So it was something I'm going to guess may have been factory level work a long time ago. I'm not sure. But the fact is, it's in good shape now, and I guess really that's what matters. It's important to know something's history, but I think what's more important is its current condition. And its current condition is clean and very good. I'm happy with what I see here. So with that, give us a call. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. We do it all at Haylett RV, so take care, stay safe, have fun. Happy camping, everyone. What are you doing, Scott?